Good afternoon. This is The Other Side with Crazy Cook, Mad Murphy, and Ludacris Lewis. Today, this is our football edition, and we're on TV for the first time. And since it's the football edition, we're talking about football, American football, of course. We're gonna start with sleeper teams in the NFL. We'll start with you, Mike.
Yeah, I think that Minnesota is going to have a surprising year. Because remember, last year, they came so close to getting by Seattle. If it wasn't for that missed field goal, they would have been in the NFC, championship?
I believe so.
I think they would have been. They would have been past Seattle, the defending Super Bowl champions, or whatever. NFC champions.
I mean NFC champions.
NFC champions.
You got the champions part right.
Yeah. So Minnesota, and then this year, Teddy Bridgewater comes back with a year of experience. Adrian Peterson comes back, really no chip on his shoulder this time. He's gonna be back, nothing to worry about. Then they got Mike Zimmer, head coach. He's phenomenal, and they have one of the most creative defenses in the NFL. I also think Oakland has a chance. And I understand you agree with me on that, Ryan?
Oh, yeah, I definitely agree with you on that. Oakland was mediocre last year, but they weren't awful like everyone thought they would be. I think that really transitions to a good year this year. I think they're my sleeper team, definitely.
Well, my team is, despite their behavioral issues, the Cincinnati Bengals. Because they made it to the playoffs last year, and they should have won if it weren't for Jeremy Hill fumbling the ball. And then, of course, Vontaze Burfict and Pac-Man Jones' heads exploding.
Definitely a raw topic for you.
Yeah, actually,
Emotion.
This is a nice segue into our topic of the Cincinnati Bengals and how they're going to correct themselves on Burfict and Pac-Man Jones, because those guys, they cost the Bengals their first playoff win in over 20 years.
Yeah, it's got to be addressed. The Bengals are just awful in the playoffs. Whether it be, blame it on whoever you want, Andy Dalton, Marvin Lewis, blame it on whoever you want. They just cannot get a win when it counts.
Yeah, you can't have behavioral issues be the thing that leads to your downfall in the playoffs, especially in the playoffs. Like that can't happen. I would hate that as a team manager. I wouldn't allow it, to be truthful with you.
Yeah, I mean, watching that, you can't say it's really A.J. McCarron's fault or really even Jeremy Hill's. It's just Burfict and Jones. The Bengals, they've put Vontaze Burfict on the inactive list, but he's not injured, which I think is just a nice way of saying he's suspended.
To step up.
Yeah, and Adam Jones, same deal. They haven't done anything about him, but he says that he feels nothing but regret for that. The NFL, they really have to do better with sentencing on these guys that don't know how to act in the NFL.
Do you want to completely get rid of those Bengals players? Do you want to get rid of them?
Yeah, I want them off the team because, look at them. They cut their chances in half. No, they didn't even cut them in half. They
demolished them.
Yes, thank you, Ryan.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think this is a bigger problem. Not just the Cincinnati Bengals. I think the NFL definitely has a few issues, if not major issues, when it comes to disciplining their players. They're not very they're not very straightforward with it. There's no written down, big rule that says, okay, this guy's going to get this if he does this. The situation, I just don't think it's right.
There are so many different things that could happen, and we've seen everything happen in the past few years.
Oh, yeah.
Did you think that we'd see people go into an elevator and be able to go run? Never. You would never think that when the NFL rulebook was created. There have been so many different things you can't really predict. Like, all right, this guy's going to do this. This is going to happen. It's really just people being stupid.
You got to think outside the box when it comes to that stuff.
Yeah.
You got to say, okay, we got to have this stuff set in stone.
The sentencing process too. Like, you have a guy who beats his son getting the same suspension as a guy who allegedly deflated footballs.
Or more of one.
Allegedly being the bold word. I think, I also I want to say, Tom Brady, how many times has he appealed the suspension in different forums?
Too many to count.
Yeah, too many to count. I think there comes to a point where arguing just got to stop. You're given a suspension, just take it. It might not be the right suspension, the right number of games, whatever it is, the right number of fine dollars, but you know what? You got to take it eventually.
Well, you're saying Tom Brady shouldn't appeal?
No, at this point, no. It's too long. Yes, that's what I'm saying.
It's been 18 months. It's over.
Yes, it is over. It's been a whole NFL season.
And gentlemen, I think our time is a little deflated at this point, so we're going to leave you now. This has been 98.5. The Other Side. I'm Jesse. This is Ryan. This is Mike. Good day.